Good morning everyone, Alessandro here and welcome to this Bitcoin price analysis. Unfortunately guys, Bitcoin is again tanking. We are dumping right now after this little bounce that we got. So we are seeing a lot of weakness in the markets. We're gonna have a look into that guys. So welcome everyone on board. Make sure to be subscribed on this channel. I update you every day whatever is going on here in the crypto space. And of course, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to show you my own market analysis and of course also my own price predictions for Bitcoin and overall for the altcoins as well. Of course, I'm covering also new upcoming cryptos because currently they are very hyped, and that's why of course I always review them. So check them out here with the links in the video description, like Bitcoin Hyper, Pepe and so on. And of course also if you want to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever altcoin on exchanges like Bybit for example, you can sign up to those exchanges with the links in the video description to get the maximum deposit bonuses out there. And also follow my other social media platforms guys, because there also I'm uploading some stuff like TAs, private stuff and so on. So check out my X, TikTok, Telegram, Instagram account and so on. I also created right now a Rumble account as well, so go and check it out as well guys. And yeah, otherwise always do your own research as well, because everything is high risk of course here in the crypto space. But we're gonna dive here straight now into the Bitcoin price, and we're gonna start in the 4-hour time frame guys. And unfortunately I'm seeing a lot of weakness here in the markets, because this pump, this bounce that we had should have taken us at least to retest here this previous support, now new resistance at 115k, but unfortunately Bitcoin was not even able to reach that. We got already rejected at 114k, and immediately now we are dumping again and basically retesting this support at around $112,000, 111, 112k. So this is really sad to see guys. Even the altcoins currently are getting decimated, and also we are losing important support levels, especially on Ethereum, that we also gonna have a look at. So for Bitcoin guys, unfortunately we are most likely coming more down in the next coming hours and days. Even here on the 3-hour, we are even getting right now a fresh sell signal only by here at 112k. So basically where we were here yesterday when we got a good buy signal, we had here a nice bounce, but this one already ended basically here. So very sad to see guys. Unfortunately I'm afraid that we will see much more downside. Also based on the daily time frame, we are also still on the way to the downside. We still have this target here at around $109,600. At least here we should have some support. If we drop lower, finally, of course, we could even reach the 200 daily moving average at 104k, but I don't expect that we're gonna go straight down there. Even if we go down towards the 200 daily moving average, I think that at least here we're gonna get a little bounce before we head lower, because nothing goes straight down or straight up. But those are the main two targets that we have to look at right now, here at $109,800, and of course here the 200 daily moving average at 104k. Also based on the weekly time frame guys, it doesn't look too great. Also here everything is still shifted to the downside after we got basically that sell signal at 120k. Also here really no good news. But keep in mind guys that Q4 of 2025, maybe even early 2026, we are still remaining bullish because of the global M2 money supply, because of different indicators that are suggesting that we're gonna see a very bullish Q4 of 2025. So all this bearishness, all these targets here to the downside and all sell signals that we're getting is really just for the immediate short term, so for the next coming days and weeks. But overall, once this pullback is over, once this correction is over, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna go again to new all-time highs and that the bull run is not over. Because if we zoom out, of course we still see those big pump and retracements, and so on. And as long as this trend is not broken, especially as long as we have weekly closes above the 50 weekly moving average at 99k, the trend will remain to the upside. Unfortunately, of course, here the US dollar dominance is still creating this bullish pattern, this falling wedge. And as I told you guys, once we break out here to the upside, this will lead, in my opinion, once we do that, into a bear market. But until then, of course, we can still trade within this falling wedge, and the Bitcoin price, of course, can still skyrocket basically. Remember, no financial advice guys, just my own opinions about the markets, my own analysis and so on. So whatever trade you're taking, it's your merit if you're gonna do some losses or gains of course. But here, as long as we don't see that definitely I hear a big breakout to the upside from this falling wedge, I still remain bullish for the crypto market. But of course also here we are getting buy signals, so that means also here this will bring a lot of pressure here into Bitcoin. And then if we go over to Ethereum for example, Ethereum currently is falling below a very important crucial support, guys, which is here the $4,200 level. And unfortunately here on the weekly time frame, this sell signal is basically starting right now. That means that if Ethereum would have a weekly close below $4,200, then the next major support is down here at $3,300. Yes, we would see a full retracement, at least back down towards the support here, and hopefully of course we're going to bounce from it and continue to go higher. But if not, then of course it's likely that first we're going to go down, and worst case of course that we even crash below that. I don't expect that. I think worst case for Ethereum is that we could come down here to $3,300 and afterwards bounce and go higher. But we really have to look at the indicators, what they're telling us, because as long as they're shifted to the downside, this move will continue. And unfortunately, guys, yes, I have not so good news also for the altcoins at the moment, but also here I think that once the correction is over, I think that also here we're going to see new all-time highs. Same is also with Tron, with Solana, and so on. So everywhere we're going to see a more downside in the next coming days and weeks, especially if we don't recover as soon as possible back above important support levels. And for Ethereum, it's definitely here at $4,200. We must close this weekly candle above $4,200. Otherwise, we most likely are coming to much lower levels, probably down towards $3,300. And yeah, unfortunately, everything that is currently on exchanges, guys, is not treated well. That's why also I'm buying more into some of the new upcoming cryptos like Bitcoin Hyper, Pepe Note, and so on. We have currently a bunch of new cryptos that are upcoming that are very hyped. And you can see that they are raising more and more funds. Also, Bitcoin Hyper now is over 18 million. So overnight, also they added another 200K or something. So it looks like that most people are bullish for those new upcoming cryptos like Bitcoin Hyper. And that's why, of course, I also bought in. And the only good thing about those coins is really at the moment, guys, that you buy in and you just wait until launch. You can also stake it, of course, and accumulate more API. So you can accumulate more coins until launch. And once they're launching, then we're going to see what happens. Because those are low market cap coins. They're doing their own thing at launch. And that's why we're going to see what happens. Most people are bullish that they expect, of course, a big pump right at launch. And that because of the low market cap coin characteristic that they have, they're not too much affected whatever is going on in the crypto market short term. But of course, long term, once they have a decent market cap, let's say it's pumping from 20 million market cap here up to 100 millions, and then of course at some point it will start to be also affected wherever the crypto market is going, that this coin also will be then affected to that. But yeah, most people are bullish about the launch. Then we also have Pepe Note, this new Pepe crypto mining game that will come out. This is still a very early stage. So here we still can buy and stake it for an insane high API of almost 1000%. This is only because they're just getting started. With Bitcoin Hyper, this one is already coming to an end very soon. And that's why here the API is very low. And I would definitely buy in here without staking if you are investing now into Bitcoin Hyper. If you want to get those new cryptos, guys, then of course the links are here in the video description. Pepe Note, Bitcoin Hyper, and so on. I bought into all of them. The complete list is in the video description. But Bitcoin Hyper, Maxi Doge, Pepe Note currently are the most hyped ones. Also remember, guys, this weekend I did some update videos about Bitcoin most likely having a very bearish week. So unfortunately, yes, short term, we most likely are getting those basically worst case scenarios right now. But at the end, I think that things will recover and that we can look forward for a very good Q4 of 2025, hopefully. We will see what happens, guys. I am bullish, of course, but in the immediate short term, unfortunately, it looks like that more downside is likely. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, be subscribed, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Bye for now.